Hey everyone, it's Zoe here from OctoStudio. I just finished making this game where you can tilt the phone to collect items, like tilt the phone and the character moves. And it was pretty easy to make, so I wanted to show you how you can make your own game like this one in OctoStudio. So first things first, when you open up OctoStudio, you're going to want to tap Create New Project to make your project. And then you can tap Choose a Sprite to pick whatever you want the character to be in your game. You know, the character that you're tilting to move around. And it can be any character or item that you want. Also, if you tap here, you can draw your own character. Or you could take a photo or upload one from your camera roll. I think I'm going to draw a character for my game, so I will tap Paint. And in the paint editor, you can use the paintbrush to draw out shapes, and then use the fill bucket to fill them in. You can also change the color if you want to, so like I'll set it to black. And I think I'll also create some squares and draw the head in sort of a blocky pixel art style. And I can draw a beak and an eye, and yeah, I think that's pretty cute. And then now that you've got your character, it'll have you choose a backdrop, and you could choose whatever you want from the library. You could also take a photo or upload one, and I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to upload this picture that I have of like a pink and blue starry sky, and you can just click accept. So now you'll be in the OctoStudio editor, and in here you can drag out these blocks of code to make various things happen in your project. So, for example, if I drag out this jump block and tap on it, it makes the character jump. And if I attach this block to the when play block, well, let's try it out. Now the character jumps every time I tap the play button. But rather than making the character jump, let's get to making our game where you can tilt the phone and the character will collect objects. So rather than this jump block, you can actually swipe through and look at all the different blocks there are. And in this last category, there is the More Blocks section. And if you drag out this block, Tilt to Move, and tap on it, I can tilt the phone to move the character. The way this works is that this block, Tilt to Move, will basically make a character move in the direction that you're tilting the phone. And because when you drag it out, it comes with a forever block, this makes it always move in the direction that you tilt the phone. So let's attach these blocks to the when play block. So this all starts when we tap play. And already we've got the beginning of our game where we can tilt the phone around and the character moves. Now let's work on making there be an item for the character to collect. So to do that, you can tap on this button here that will add a character. And you can choose anything you want to be the item that's going to be collected in your game. Yeah, literally anything. I will pick the waffle. I'm going to have the bird be collecting waffles. And I'm actually going to make the waffle slightly smaller. You can adjust the size like this. And to make the waffle go to random positions for the bird to collect it, well, there's this block that says go to. And that will make your character go to a certain position. And if you tap here, you can set it to random. And if you tap the little check mark, that will make the waffle go to somewhere random. And by tapping this shoe, you can affect the speed that it moves. So if I set it to really slow, then you'll see it moves super, super slow. You can also set it to being instant. And if you try that, now that makes it go to a random position instantly. And we want it to do this, go to a new random position, every time the bird runs into it. And an easy way to do that is if you go to that when to start category and you drag out a when touches block and then attach it on top. Well, let's try it out. Because now, when I tilt the phone, the bird moves, and every time it runs into the waffle goes to a new random position. Let's also add a sound to the waffle, like have it play a sound every time it gets collected. I can drag out a play sound block and put it up there. And so now let's try that out. So when I run into the waffle, it plays a sound. And actually, let's make it so that it plays the sound but then instantly starts doing the next thing. And you can do that by tapping here. And instead of having play sound until done, tap play sound and continue. So that makes it so that it plays the sound and then instantaneously moves. So that's great. And we can also add a score so that you get a point every time you collect the waffle. You can do that by going to the More Blocks category again and try dragging out this change variable block. and attaching it there. In OctoStudio, you can use a variable to keep track of a certain number in your project, like the score. And this block will make the score increase by 1. So when I collect the waffle, I gain a point. Now, one thing you'll notice is even if I tap the play button and restart, the score starts really high, like it doesn't set back at 0. And to make it restart at 0 when the game starts, you can say when the play button is pressed, set the variable score to 0. So to check that, now when I tap the play button, it sets the score back to 0, so it like restarts. And yeah, there you go. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, if you have any ideas for what to make in the next tutorial, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.